What's going on, guys? So we're back with the E46, and I'll tell you a little story. So after I did the trailing arm bushings to try to fix the big pops and the fucking clunks in my rear end, it didn't fix anything, so I was pissed. So I went out and I did some donuts to spite it, and as soon as I got finished doing the donuts, my engine ran like this. So I brought it back here, and I didn't run it much when it was running like that. It just sounded like awful, just like the loudest fucking lifter tick in the planet. And we checked it out, we couldn't figure fucking anything out. We put more oil in it, like way too much oil, but it still didn't fix shit. There was no oil light, like indicator light, like the orange one would come on, but that's just kind of, usually that's just the oil level and stuff. Like there was no red oil pressure light or anything like that, so we honestly didn't really know. We were ready to just swap my brother's motor into this, but I found a video online, and Zach also knew that E36, the oil pump, there's a little nut on there that can fall off, and I guess it's the same case with these motors and the E46s too. So right now we're gonna fucking take the oil pan off and take a look, see if the nut dropped. If the nut dropped, I'll be fucking soup because I won't have to buy an oil pump. But if the nut didn't drop, most likely we're going to be putting a new oil pump into the car. So if your motor sounds like this, and you can't figure it out, come along with us, because we're going to try to figure this shit out, and it's gonna be a day, maybe a week. You good, bro? Yeah. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the car's on the lift, the wheels are off. Drain all the oil out of it, and that's pretty much all you gotta do to prep for this shitty job. We're gonna try to do it without dropping the subframe, but probably gonna have to drop the front subframe to get this thing off, but yep. Take these bolts out. They're about a 16 millimeter. I also had a valve cover leak, and that's why there's a pool of oil right there. Fixed that, didn't film it. If you don't know how to take your valve cover off, look up another video. Okay, so there's no way to do it without removing the subframe. So first thing we're going to do is take off the belt just because we have to move the power steering pump, so it's going to be easier to move like the tensioner pulley when the motor is like solid, because it's going to be swinging in a minute. So to do that, you just got a T20 Torx right here, a fucking push pin right here, take the fan up. Okay, so the tensioner pulley is the one down here. It is a T50. Make sure you use a T50 because you don't want to strip this shit. But you're gonna get it in there and go to the right, tighten it, and then the belt should pop off. I'm fucking using one hand right now, so bear with me. Okay, there she is. So now that that's off, we'll be able to move the power steering pump pretty easily. And take it all the way off. Cause oh wait, no, we're leaving it on because the fucking I don't feel like taking the AC line off. So it's just gonna dangle and get in the way unless I bring it up here like a fucking genius. Sorry for swearing. There we go. There we go. Out of the way. Fucking mint. Alright, next we're going to take out the 2 bolts for the lollipops. On each side, they are 16mm. So we're going to have to remove the steering rack. We're going to just do that bolt right there. And it's an 8mm external Torx. I'm going to do the top one. Just so it's easier access. Okay, next we're going to take out the 2 soft lines right there. They're 3/4 inch sockets. So be ready because a bunch of fucking fluid's going to come out. A bunch of freaking fluid's going to come out. JK, LOL. The bottom one is a 7/8 and the top one is a 3/4.
Let the floodgates unleash. It's red. Red like my soul and my blood. Right.
Blood's actually blue until oxygen hits it, so...
Are you a fucking doctor? Didn't think so.
Okay, now we're gonna take the sway bar off the frame. These 2 bolts or nuts are a 13mm. We're gonna take those off here and over there. Alright, we got the engine support bar on the hook right there, on there and there. Kind of sketchy, but we're gonna take the subframe bolts out now because that's the last thing. We're gonna lower it. And we did not remove the steering rack like I was preparing to do. We just took off the soft lines and we're just gonna let it come down with the rest of it because it's all coming down together. And we're probably not gonna lower it all the way down. I don't know. But yeah, so now we're gonna take the subframe bolts off right there and behind that, and then on the other side same thing, and they're 18mm. So you're gonna want to get the bottom motor mount bolt right there. It's a 16. Just that's kind of the last step before we drop it.
That'd be neat.
I'm taking the last bolt out of the subframe, so it should just kind of drop. Come on, fuck! There it is.
Hey.
now that the subframe's down, got a pretty good shot at the oil pan, at least to get it down far enough as we need. And you can see how the power steering pump, it needs to be just kind of swung out of the way, so it'll probably take like 1 or 2 bolts off. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to take the power steering pump like off completely. So there's 3 nuts, they're all 13s. One is up behind here, up behind on the top of the pulley. One is like on this top corner up there. And then the third is that one on the bracket right there. And then it should just drop, and I don't know, we'll just hang it somewhere. And so if you just take the bracket bolt off right there, and this top corner one right up there, you can reach it better from the top of the engine bay. But if you just take those and then you loosen the third nut, you can swing it out of the way. So we're good to go. So you don't have to drop the whole thing, which is kind of good because it sucks lining it up. But if you need to do your power steering pump, we got a video for that. Not gonna put it in the description though, so go find it. Now we're gonna go around and take out all the bolts. For here, they're 10 millimeters. Just using an impact gun to get them out real quick. But yeah, 10 millimeter.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Here we go. Oh yeah, baby!
No, dude, no,
Fuck yeah, bud! Dude, no
see that
fucking
shit?
way, dude. Look at that!
Oh no, dude, it's out!
Yes, dude, that's 400 bucks saved.
Yes!
Are you kidding me?
Yes, dude.
Where is it? Is it just sitting in the fucking pan? You gotta find the nut now, dude.
Fucking pumped.
Dude, dude, that's.
Dude, you know you should actually.
I'm fucking pumped.
DCS Tuning sells a nut that has a hole in it, so you can put it on and then wrap safety wire on it so it'll never come off again.
Really?
Yeah. It's like fucking $10, dude.
I can't find.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Here it is.
Fuck yeah.
There it fucking is. This is a reverse threaded, I think, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't
But
understand how it
alright, so there you go. If your engine's making the noise that we played before and it's not pumping oil, this fucking thing might have just came off. If you beat on your car as much as I do, I guess it's possible.
Oh yeah.
Anything is possible with BMW. Alright, now we're gonna empty the oil pan, see if there's any beautiful little shavings from me running it a little bit when I had no oil. There's a little bit of metallic, but there's really nothing like substantial. So I think we're fucking good, bud. Gonna clean up the oil pan, put the nut back on. My brother has a new gasket he's gonna give me, and we're gonna fucking put a new gasket and get it up in the car. And we should be fucking running better than ever. Cause that nut might have been loose for a long time, you know? Never know. So
Never know.
now we're gonna clean this and fucking go about our business. Sick. What up, pimps? So it's been a couple days. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so it's been a couple days, and the reason being is I ordered this special part from Bimmer World. Let's open it up. Alright. Open it up. Sick. Sick. Ooh. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why they sent me that. This is the main event right here. It's a replacement nut for the one that fell off, but this one has like wire on it, I guess. It's got this wire in it. There's a hole in it with wire, and I guess you wrap the wire around like the threads on the other one so it can't back off again. So
very important because clearly it can back off, and the way I drive my car, it's going to again. So I'm gonna put this in, put the new gasket on, the oil pan, and we'll be fucking ready to go. Alright, so got you set up looking at the pump. So I got the new nut right here. I took the wire out of it. Now with this nut, it's reverse threaded, so you're gonna just spin it to the left to tighten her. So I'm gonna get it snug on there, and then it's a 17mm nut, and we're gonna torque it to 17 foot-pounds as recommended by Bimmer World. So tighten her up. Okay. It's actually, oh, okay. There it is right there. Alright, so she's tight. Next thing we're gonna do, oh fuck. Shit. I forgot to put thread locker in there. Damn it. So the first thing you want to do is fucking put some Loctite on there so this thing doesn't do anything like it did before. Now we're gonna pop the nut on, tightening it. Alright, there it is, 17. Now we're gonna get the wire in there. This is kind of weird, I don't know. We're gonna put the wire in, and then we're gonna twist it. So now we got one good twist in there. Okay, so you're gonna go through one of the holes, the one closest to the thing, and then you're gonna go up behind and then in the next hole like that, and then come out through the front. Make it as flat as possible on the back side of the pulley, just because this is it's a little sketchy having this thing in there. So you're gonna take one of the wires, stick it underneath there. Okay. Like that, and then you're gonna bring the other one, match it up there, and then you're just gonna spin them like we did the other ones. So this is what we got for the wire nut. So we got some Loctite behind there on the threads just in case, and then we got this wire, spun it, stuck it through that bottom hole, brought it back up through that top hole, put one in between, and then spun it right there, so it, that's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's all done. Oil pump should be better than ever, and then now all we got to do is put this oil pan gasket on, put the oil pan back up, button up the subframe. We should be good to go. We got the new oil pan gasket going on right here. Just make sure everything is super clean before you put it on, like the surface behind it. Make sure it's super clean. And I don't know, I'm gonna try to put it on the pan out here and then see if it stays on, because these two bolts right here stay in, and I'm wondering if that's to help
to help you when you want to put a new gasket on, because otherwise it'd be a bitch to keep it aligned. So we're gonna give it a shot. Alright, here we go. Getting it back in. So the dipstick is over here. You want to get the dipstick in first, because if not, it'll fuck you. Okay, so once it's up, get a few bolts in by hand, obviously. Alright, now I got, 3 bolts in. We're kind of sitting pretty. It's not moving. I'm going to take this time to just take the light and make sure that I can see the gasket all the way around. Make sure it's lined up, nothing bad happened. Which is true. So the gasket's lined up everywhere. Which is pretty sick. I'm pretty excited about that. I thought that was going to be a pain in the ass. Just going to get the rest of the bolts in by, I don't know, kind of by hand, but, I'm just going to make them snug. I'm not going to, tighten them down yet until I get all of them in. Alright, just a word of caution when you're back here working with these long bolts that go into these holes, like that. Don't, make sure they're in the threads before you take the socket off, because I didn't, and it wasn't in the thread, and I took the socket and the bolt fell into the bell housing. Luckily, right there, I'm about to get it out. I stuck a magnet up there, thank God. And I'm about to get it back out, but just be careful, because that would have fucking sucked. Okay, now that all the bolts are in by hand, I'm gonna torque as.
Alright, what's going on, guys? So we're back with the E46, and I'll tell you a little story. So after I did the trailing arm bushings to try to fix the big pops and the fucking clunks in my rear end, it didn't fix anything, so I was pissed. So I went out and I did some donuts to spite it, and as soon as I got finished doing the donuts, my engine ran like this. The fuck? So I brought it back here, and I didn't run it much when it was running like that. It just sounded like awful, just like the loudest fucking lifter tick in the planet. And we checked it out. We couldn't figure fucking anything out. We put more oil in it, like way too much oil, but it still didn't fix shit. There was no oil light, like indicator light. Like the orange one would come on, but that's just kind of, usually that's just the oil level and stuff. Like there was no red oil pressure light or anything like that. So we honestly didn't really know. We were ready to just swap my brother's motor into this. But I found a video online, and Zach also knew that E36, the oil pump, there's a little nut on there that can fall off. And I guess it's
The sway bar back up so it can be out of the way, because it's fucking in the way right now. So is all the goddamn power steering fluid. Sway bar. Alright, sway bar's up. Now I'm gonna hook up the power steering lines. Can't forget to do that. Now the motor mounts are nice and tight. I'm gonna put the lollipops back in. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Don't forget about your little dipstick bolt right up there. That's pretty important to have in there. Okay, so I'm gonna torque the subframe bolts to 80 foot-pounds. I'm not sure the grade of the bolt, and they do the foot-pounds by the grade. So I'm just gonna go with the highest one, because fuck it. So we're gonna do 80. Jesus. Alright, nice. And the same on the other side. Alright, so something I didn't want to think about and I kept putting to the side is this right here. So back in the day when I changed my tensioner pulley, I over torqued the shit out of whatever bolt this was, this one right there, and it's actually, I believe, I'm looking at stuff, I think it's this one right here. So see how there's kind of bare metal right there? I'm pretty sure when I took everything off, like the belt off before I did this job, I found this on the ground, and I'm pretty sure the whole fucking thing shifted. So I'm gonna try to put the belt on right now, but it might be fucked. So, you know, nothing can go right, obviously. So we're gonna give it a shot right now and see if the whole fucking thing breaks. Cause I'm sorry for swearing so much, but I'm fucking pissed, you know. Alright, let's put the belt back on. See if we're fucked. Oh, there's also another thing I gotta show you that might be fucked as well, so sick. This is something cool too. When you find something like that, that's awesome. That's fucking sweet. Sick. Alright, I got the got a new belt, and I'm gonna push the tensioner pulley right now to put it on, and hopefully nothing fucking snaps. I'm just waiting for something to snap. So if it snaps, you'll be with me. Here we go. Hooray. Bro, this isn't the right belt. I'm gonna fucking sue somebody. The fuck? Oh my god, dude. How is it not snapped yet? I'm fucking sketched. Holy shit, what just go on? Okay, well, the belt went on and nothing snapped, so we might be in the clear, even though it's fucking, that piece fell out. I think we're still good. I don't know. We'll put the AC compressor belt back on, the fan back in, and then put some oil in her, and we're good to go. Alright, now I changed the oil filter. I'm gonna put 7 quarts of fresh oil in the girl's belly. Alright, everything is good to go. Got oil in her. Got everything plugged in. The belts are on. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I'm gonna start it. See what happens. So there's no oil pressure light like there was before. Still got a gnarly tick right here. You can feel it in the spark plug. You can feel it right there. It's fucking heavy. So, I don't know. Maybe I just fucked something up. Running it with no oil pressure, I don't fucking know. So as you can see, that did nothing at all, so all that effort was for nothing, so fucking sweet. I know it might not sound like it on camera, but it's like, it's not just a regular lifter tick. You know what that sounds like. It's like way harder and like knockier. We're gonna take it for a ride right now. I'll close the other video in a second, but we're gonna take it for a ride, see if that red light comes back on. If not, I'm just gonna fucking send it till it blows, so sweet. Alright, so I'm about to head on the first ride in it. I got the GoPro set up right here. Fucking, and I got the mic, our external mic is mounted right next to the spark plugs in the engine bay, so I'll be able to hear everything that's going on in there while I'm driving. If the red oil light comes on, I'm not sure if you can see it in the GoPro or not, so I'm just gonna like put my hand up or whatever. And then I'm gonna come back here because I can't drive it if that's on, but I'm gonna give it a shot right now. It sounds like it's a misfire, but I don't know. man. Like, it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. I'm definitely getting oil pressure now, because it's not fucking. I'm sure the GoPro will definitely, you'll definitely be able to hear the difference in the sound, because I think just driving it, I don't know, yeah, I think driving is what did it. So I'm gonna say that it actually might have fixed it, like, because now that I've driven it, I think driving it helped get the oil pressure up and get everything coated, because now that I'm driving, like, there's no tick, there's no nothing, you know, it's backfiring like a map. So, I don't know, alright, I'm not as pissed. I guess it did fix it, so I was all butthurt for nothing. So, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up if it helped you out, if this problem happened to you or anything like that. I know I spent a long time trying to find like a fix for my super loud engine ticking, because everybody has regular lifter tick, but they think it's something crazy abnormal. When you're just, you know, a car guy trying to fucking find out your shit, because you know it's not regular lifter tick, you know it's something bad, and you can't find shit. So I hope this video, I hope you found this one, you know. I hope this helps you out. So subscribe for more. We got more coming always, because they're always fucking breaking clearly. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And when I die, make sure you spread my blood on a BMW. And when I die, make sure you spread my blood on a BMW.